Wolves, pigs, boys dancing. Where to begin? Where to begin? The sand on the lot had shards of rock that were like little razor blades. Nobody ever said, put your shoes on. The tracks had trains. Nobody said that nook under the trestle is not a clubhouse. There were silver rockets and pewter jets howling in the woods. There were sharks off the point where I went to be alone. Nobody said, land or sea, leave them grey dogs be. And farewell to Nova Scotia, your sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and drear I be. For when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever heave a sigh? So, boys, got me a pilot on CCB1. So what? Who cares? Big deal. It's called Beach Bummer. It's been done. Old news. It's about a girl named Surly Ann who starts a cult on a beach in California. Yawn, snooze, lots of sex, and potatoes. Lots of action. And potatoes. Aren't you the guy who brings my sandwiches? And potatoes. He lance le pomme de terre. Oh, and Bella par Dryden. Welcome to Bullshark. In case you're wondering where the name comes from, when I was recording my first CD, the shirt that I wore in the studio all the time was given to me by my brother. It was a great white shark with cool shades. Now, the actual shark that Jaws was based on is a bull shark that swam up a river in New Jersey and back in like the 20s and ate a bunch of people. Today's theme, better a podcast than being tied to the mast. And why is that Sarah looking at my... So first of all, let's talk a little bit about misadventure. And let's begin with basketball.
Basketball?
So Chloe, Tell me about your skills as a young black woman of way above average athletic ability. You're a gifted athlete. You're a young black woman. What were the expectations when you walked into the gym?
Okay, so first of all, I had no basketball skills. And in fact, but was chosen for a team. And in one game, I just became a laughingstock because basically what happened was the ball was going out, and I decided because it was going out that I would run after it and shoot it through my legs back into play.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was it for me.
So trick shots were your specialty. Yeah. Okay, well, let me tell you about my basketball career. It was probably over in less than 30 seconds. It's my first day of grade 9, first big school I ever went to, and I was kind of freaked out. So we get inside, immediately we start doing passing drills. And I don't know why this happens with guys, but the first time we went through it, there was a guy on the other line that I just suddenly hated. The great thing was he hated me even more. So the second time around, we didn't even bother passing. We just attacked each other. So I jumped on him. He was 165 pounds to my buff 112 pounds. And I hit him once, and I got him down on the floor in headlock and scissors, and he was so much bigger than me, he stood up. So the coach walked into the gym, and this guy was walking around the gym trying to shake me off, and I'm holding on for dear life. And for a long time, he was the only person to wrap their arms around me and waltz me around the gym. It might have been the school's first Rainbow Coalition. Right. So on the subject of other misadventures, let's just touch on one. This is something I call snide notes. Okay. Anybody who lives with a black person knows that black hair is an adventure and sometimes a misadventure. Okay. I joke with Chloe and I call her Rain Man. And why is that? Because every Christmas I say, how much you got for presents? She says, oh, about $100, right? And how much have you got for rap and everything else? Oh, about $100. But that's not why I call her Rain Man. I actually call her Rain Hair, okay?
Rain Hair.
And why do I call you that?
Because every time I decide to do my hair, which takes days to do, and it will rain. It will, like today.
So you did your hair today?
I did my hair today, and
we're looking out the window?
And it's raining.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing about it. My daughter, when she was little, had this amazing massive hair, and it would get caught on stuff. Get caught on doorknobs, Velcros. You had to be careful about anything passing by with the side mirror, right? And the other thing for a white person is you have to get used to the idea that those aren't spiders in the tub. It means somebody picked their hair. And while we're on that note, I gotta say, as a white guy, do you not hate being called a Caucasian? Like, let's break it down. I mean, I figure other cultures are all laughing. Break it down. Caucasian. It means occasionally you're a dick. Okay? So let's move on from there to other misadventures, okay? Now that we've defined what Caucasian means, hopefully we can come up with something better.
Okay.
So, family is the river from which chaos flows. And if that sounds too poetic, this won't. The moment we crossed from Saskatchewan into Alberta, my dad pulled the car over, stuck a 22 out the window, and started poaching ducks. Our first stop in Edmonton was my comically bald uncle and my Christian vegan aunt. My dad, the atheist carnivore, didn't like her, so he gave her the ducks to clean. When I'd had enough of mallard guts, I went looking for my cousin, the first cousin I'd ever met. I found him torturing his new puppy. So minutes after we met, I took him up behind the garage and I beat him blind. Then I played with the puppy. First cousin. A while later, my dad dropped us at his sister's house. She had a house full of kids and spawn of hell twins who spoke in tongues. Her husband was a 50s throwback with a ducktail, cigarettes stuck in his sleeve, and he was a total chauvinist. I was outside and I saw ants on the tree in the front yard. So I told my cousin, "The ants are biting the tree. They're killing the tree. Quick, go get an axe." So while he was running to getting the axe and hacking at the tree, I ran and told my aunt, "Michael's chopping down your tree." So he got a pretty good chopping, and I felt less homesick. Nova Scotia in the house. The first song we're going to play for you today is called "Habitual Criminal." It's meant to capture the charm of rogues still uncaptured. My dad, my first guitarist, my swarthy kin, the weird old guy from Sunday school who volunteered outings with softcore porn, watching to see how 11-year-old boys reacted to nudity.
EVIL. I've been counting on this wild blue yonder. I've been waiting till this mail train passes under. I've been hammering this nail so long now. I've been waiting on the calling of a number. Habitual criminal, sliding out your window. Listen to the wind blow away the rain, rain, rain. Habitual criminal, going out your back door. I ain't come back no more. To drive away the rain, drive away the rain, drive away the rain. In the season of the standoff, surrender yourself. This evening's been padlocked. I don't own this hotel. I've been counting on this wild blue yonder. I've been waiting on a mail train just for lovers. I've been hammering this nail so long now. I've been waiting on the calling of a number. Habitual criminal, sliding out your window. Listen to the wind blow away the rain, rain, rain. Habitual criminal, going out your back door. I ain't come back no more. To drive away the rain, drive away the rain, drive away the rain. Drive away the rain, drive away the rain, drive away the rain. Drive away the rain, drive away the rain, drive away the rain. Drive away the rain, drive away the rain, drive away the rain. Who's afraid of a little red dress? E-V-I-L. Girl, you got to learn to spell. E-V-I-L. That dress is haunted when shoes won't tell. E-V-I-L. devotion just won't sell. E-V-I-L. Dress is hound and then shoes me, I tell. E-V-I-L. Throw me to hell down a wishing well and wish I didn't tell on you. E-V-I-L. Blood out eyes and parakeet lies that does make a monkey out of you.
The measure of anyone is how they act when there's no one to impress and no one to disappoint. No hearts to win, lose, or break. At 14, my best friend's house backed onto a field. Below the field was a sand pit. We swam there till the city filled it in, till the trucks drove away and left quicksand. Honestly, I never got why the burbs had flyers for everything. Bake sales, raffles, who's sleeping with who. In Black Point, nobody had to say when my half-brother and the knob-kneed, knot-headed teens at junior firefighter meetings. Right on time, I gathered my posse round the corner with pockets full of sharp rocks. We'd break cover, skin a few skulls, and duck back. They couldn't chase us because of the chief. He was on our side. When you're 7 and running wild, you have to call in a few favors. With the swimming hole gone, we built a ball diamond. We cut the grass. We laid down sand for bases. One day we were playing ball when a bunch of little kids came tearing across the field, yelling, "Our brother's stuck in the mud." There were no adults home, so we took off running. When we got there, we saw a kid of maybe 5 years old, sunk to his neck. His head was tilted to one side, his right cheek on the mud. I think he was afraid to blink in case the weight of his eyelids was too much. Years later, I know that look as shock. As soon as we waded in, the mud closed on us, swallowing sneakers, grabbing ankles. Nobody said a word, nobody quit. As a team, we worked him up and out, got him free, then we watched his brothers walk him away. Then we finished the ball game. No one ever asked us, "So what did you boys do today?" "Oh well, Gary hit nothing but homers. I took a hard ball in the chops trying to steal. Oh yeah, we saved a kid from a horrible death. But that night I woke up because some little kid 2 streets over was screaming." Sometimes, and this is particularly frightening, misadventure is a time and a place. Sometimes it has a perm and a pantsuit. When I first came to Toronto, you could walk into a bank, sign a slip, and get your cash. Easy as it was, I had a problem with one teller. She had Harpo Marx hair and a polyester pantsuit. She could have been the sister of the grade 9 guy who danced me around the gym. Every time I came in, she invited me somewhere. Weddings, parties, the vault. For the record, I was 23, I worked out every day, I had a killer tan, and I always stopped at the bank after I ran. There was no dress code, so I trotted into the bank, shirtless, sweaty, golden, Adidas and a drawstring from being someone's friend. I didn't know what her problem was. I was the one working out. Why was she all out of breath? Oh well, next time I'd try someone else. The young man at the next window over always tried to wave me over. Then he'd wipe away a play tear, mouth the words, "next time." Maybe it was best time. He seemed nice. Mae West said, "You're only as young as the man you feel." This song is called Moisturize You, and it was originally meant to represent people by addictions. But for me, the best part of writing is not where I start, it's where I finish. No one complains how many times Stevie Wonder rhymes girl and world. That's what the song wanted, what it told him. For songwriters out there, listen to this. You don't put words in the song's mouth, it puts them in yours.
2, 3, 4. Said the geisha girl of Mazepin. Baby, I think I can. She had an angle on the angel. She got the blueprints of heaven. She real good and spit me out. Set the little jar of Valium. Feel my fight for more fun. She got the lowdown on the angel. She got the fingerprints in heaven. Chew you good and spit me out. Her name was Cain, and he was able-bodied. They traded moisture for sweet melancholy. And when the markers came around, the only thing they found was the outline of two bodies. 'Cause he was ship-shape and she was shapely. They traded moisture for sweet human gravy. And when the markers came around, the only thing they found was the shade of something shitty. Throw your mojo, Quasimodo, pull your rope, but don't get, you know. Muy poco, mojo loco, all over the loco. Her name was Cain, and he was able-bodied. They traded missionary stuff to do the monkey. And when the markers came around, the only thing they found was the outline of somebody. 'Cause he was ship-shape and she was shapely. They traded moisture for sweet human gravy. And when the nightmare came around, the only thing he found was a shade of something shitty. Did a geisha girl a marzipan? Oh, baby, I think I can. She cut the angle on the angel. He got the withers of a Mr. Man. Chew you good and spit me out. Set the little drama valley on. Feel my thigh for more fun. She got the lowdown on the angels. She got the blueprints to heaven. Chew you good and spit me out. Kanishima Kai. Don't you bitch no more, or it's goodbye. Kanishima Kai. Tootsie footsie multi penny, the cannibals ate my cousin Lenny. Hotsy totsy must be lusty, leprechauns ate my cousin Rusty. They didn't leave peace for me. Tasty.
As I often do, I wrote this while I was singing it. That's why the structure is strange, and it became a song about people as food. If your sandwich smiles at you, smile back. For the record, the best lyrics are James Brown's Jump Back, Kiss Myself, and CeeLo's A dark line between divine and the killing machine. Oh, I fear for the foolish for fucking with me. Great line. Any laughs in this podcast are for Beth Spence. So yes.
Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on SoundCloud. Until next time, see ya.